Hello everyone. For our questions in history today of the Koby farm, we're going to start with a burning question of these rocks here. It's a large mound of rocks that kind of extends over here. What could they be? What were they used for? For the history, we're going to talk about hearsay that was associated with this area back here by these large pine trees, and not my horse's head, but a mound there that actually was the foundation of a big barn. We had a neighbor come and help us bury that and get rid of the holes that were very deep, like 8 feet deep, so no one would fall into this big foundation and old wood and stuff that was there, and make it look nice for us. But to go into the next phase of what that was, the question is, it was a supposedly hearsay furrier, which I don't know if that's the correct terminology for it, which is someone who raises animals for furs. And there's a couple barns, or a big barn back here, and the rumor has it that's what went on in that barn was the raising of animals for the fur industry. Sad and weird. So whether that's true or not, I haven't found documentation about it. Usually the hearsay around here is pretty accurate, so I'm going to go with that. So to the next segment of the spooky going-ons. The spooky going-on story for today involves pokes. One day my husband Mike was doing dishes and came over to me and he said, "I just got poked." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "In my side, I got poked." I'm like, "That's weird, no one's by you." He goes, "Yeah, I know it's weird." 2 weeks later, I was doing dishes and I felt a distinct poke in my side. I looked around to see if my tall German Shepherd had poked me with his nose. No, he was nowhere to be found. I adjusted my clothing to make sure that nothing was poking. It was a sustained poke. No, nothing. So I went up to Mike and I jammed my finger into his side, held it for as long as I felt it, and removed it. And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you got poked too." So he knew exactly what I was talking about. So we thought that was odd. To move on, to even take that even further, 2 weeks after that, my dad was standing in the kitchen and he also felt a poke. So it's 3 of us, 2 weeks apart, feeling odd pokes in our kitchen. In our kitchen, we've had things roll off the tables and cabinet doors open. Let's see, we've seen some globes. There's always a constant, when you're in the bathroom, a rotary dial ringing that we'll hear like an old-fashioned telephone. You'll be doing your business and all of a sudden you'll hear this ring ring as like the dialing and the vibrations on the wall will go. So that's odd, but I haven't heard it much lately anymore. I'm not sure if it's some kind of weird wiring or what. But so to add entertainment value, I'm going to interview my children today and ask them how they feel about the spooky going-ons in our house. We'll start with Riley eating her lunch. Riley, what do you think of our house being haunted? How do you feel about that? Have you had any strange encounters? And you feel no, it is not haunted. None of these hundreds of odd going-ons do not affect you. It was about 100. It is. It is. Nikki agrees. It's been orbs and shadows and smells and cabinets and. It is about. I'll give 100. I won't say hundreds. We'll go 100. How about you, Lily? What do you think?
It might be haunted. It's a little creepy in there.
It is a little creepy. How about you, Neen? Have you had any experiences? Have you had?
The weird stuff happens to me.
So do you think it's in about 100 things if we add it all up?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Me.
Not just you. So it's happened to everybody except Riley. Even my mom has said she's seen stuff. We're gonna keep going on with the different encounters that I've experienced, other girls have experienced, and some more of the history of the farm. But thanks for listening again. We're only doing it for entertainment value and to connect with family and friends, and hopefully they share their stories too. Thanks.